different? Hush up! Anyways, I cannot be any happier with this episode. Fans tribe. That's basically what's happening to him, but anyways. So let me tell you, those two challenges were intense, mind you. Total nail-biters. I haven't had a challenge this intense since the Final Four challenge of Survivor South Pacific. They were that nail-biting. So, on the Favorites tribe, there's really nothing to talk about. They've got everything working out for them because the Fans tribe is having all these kinds of problems, and the Favorites tribe is literally sitting back just going... Although I think I should talk about the names Philip gave to Brandon, Eric, and Brenda. Has anyone noticed that the names that he gives Brandon and Eric are kind of put-downs? Because Brandon, the Conqueror, now you would think that would make him feel important, but when you think about it, Brandon conquers everyone's emotions so much that when you think about it, if anything, Philip is acknowledging the fact that he's pretty annoying. And then Eric, the silent one. Well, he is kind of silent. He is the male on the tribe that is least likely to get outbursts and all that, so that's acknowledging him for what he is. And yes, I used what, not who, for a reason. But Brenda, on the other hand, Serenity, that actually works pretty well with her, because I looked up, Serenity is the state of being serene, and then serene is basically you're least likely to get pissed off at people, you're very calm and all that. And I get that from her big time this season and in Nicaragua, although it was less well in Nicaragua, but let's think about this. In Nicaragua, when she got voted out, she's just like, well, I hate the fact I'm voted out, but I know why I was voted out, and I'll deal with it. That's Brenda all the way. And has anyone noticed that that this season keeps dropping in Firefly references? It's pretty funny because Malcolm vs. Reynolds in that first challenge, Michael Reynolds, Malcolm, you know what I mean. I haven't seen that much Firefly, I looked that up actually. Awesomeness. So, Shamal, getting pulled out due to that, eye thingy. I don't have any real comment. I hope that they fix it and all that, but he wasn't that big of a loss from the game and all that. Do I think that he really did mean that I wish you guys all good luck and all that? I think he did mean that, and I think everyone, once they realized that, he wasn't faking, that they were concerned for his well-being, but at the same time, they all definitely have to be thinking, thank you. I'd be thinking the same way, and I am. So then, after the fans lose the challenge, the two most probable scenarios get thrown around. Either you go after Reynolds to finally flush out that idol, or do you go after Laura to keep the tribe's strength up? And all the way up until they were all starting to go to the vote, I was thinking honestly it was going to be like a 5-2 or 4-3 vote. But the strange thing is, while everyone was walking up, something told me that I'm like, I don't know why, but I think this is actually going to be unanimous for Laura. Reynolds played the idol, turns out he only negates the one vote, so I don't know, guys, because there's only so long you can hold on to an idol when everyone knows you have it. And no, Malcolm and Abby did that, but Abby played it at the same time here Reynolds did. Marty gave his idol away, and Malcolm well, we all know what happened to Malcolm, don't we? Anyways. So, I really loved what happened in this episode. I don't think I need to discuss it anymore. So, next episode is the episode where Jeff starts saying that this season supposedly gets better. So, basically, it's either going to be there's going to be more conflict on the Favorites tribe, or we get the tribal switch, because at this point, not only is the editing, I think, setting it up to where it's an appropriate time, this is where the tribe switch occurred on Micronesia, so it's about time for it. So, Jeff's supposed medical evac happened. So, now the question is, what is this romance thing that he's talking about? Because in a couple of his pre-season interviews, he mentioned that, there is going to be some kind of a romance going on. Well, if you look at the tribes right now, that's probably not going to happen, so we need a swap for that to happen. So, a fun episode. I love the fact that the favorites are dominating, but I definitely think it's going to have to end about now, unfortunately. But, hey, that's the good thing about this favorites tribe, but that's also the downfall. They have some pretty big characters that are explosive also.